We need to get the emergency rule in place so that we can correct anything that's not in the rules just because people have taken the position that those plans can't be enforced.
Yeah, my point is you can't do an emergency rule if you don't have an emergency as defined in the APA.
And I believe there is one.
And
I think that's always been articulated.
Yeah, and I would tend to disagree with you on that. And you might be right, and I might be right.
Then why was OGB allowed to provide the plan of benefit changes in 41 instances or benefit changes throughout the year through an emergency rule?
I suspect because nobody challenged it. That's typically what happens. And typically you don't follow the law unless you get challenged. And that's the real precedent that you're following. Look, because everybody who's adversely impacted by having to pay a higher copay or a higher deductible or whatever by an invalid emergency rule has a right to have that money returned to them. The change in August was not done pursuant to a rule. And I suspect the change is invalid, unenforceable, and that the obligation of OGB now is to reprocess every claim for prescription drug benefits and figure out whether those people overpaid. And if they did, you need to send them their money back. And if you're only going to do that when you're sued, that's further corroboration of what I just said. You typically only follow the law when you are challenged.
That's not true.
And